Jessica says that she's recently purchased a fun playhouse for her daughter that looks very similar to their own house, complete with its own motion-sensing doorbell camera.
For a house tour of Emma's playhouse. Emma, I'm going to show them the door, okay? She really wanted it to
她为什么要在这个
like our front door.
玩具屋上
Since then,
装
things
这个
around
呢
their house have gotten a little spooky. Jessica's daughter says that she sometimes sees a quote-unquote scary guy in their house.
What guy?
The guy.
恐怖的家伙
The guy is at the door.
Guy.
啊
Can we go together?
Yeah.
Do you want to open the door or you want mommy to open it?
I want mommy to open it.
Okay.
He's in there.
The guy?
Yeah. He's scary.
He's scary.
I'm scared.
1240这该不会是他们家的门牌号吧有一说一啊
No.
Jessica's daughter claims that the scary guy is in her room, but Jess doesn't see anyone or anything. She just dismisses the whole incident as likely being her daughter's overactive imagination. But then, a few nights later, something happens that absolutely freaks Jessica out. Jess is sitting in her living room when she suddenly receives a motion alert. Not from her own doorbell camera, but from the one on her daughter's little playroom house.
这就有点离
When
奇了
Jessica
好吧
checks the notification, what she sees is like something right out of a horror movie.
有人说他这个玩具屋是门对门啊 OK 哦他自己开了 What the fuck 我操这是啥？是人偶吧？扎辫子用人偶啊！看还不忘关门，应该是进来了吗？不是很懂啊。我操！我掐！我掐！他不会转头吧？应该不会啊，没有。不知道怎么回事，好吧？还要再开吗？我卡了！哇哦 ！What the fuck？ 头发好像被撩起来了，是吧？女月如进来了，他怎么那么淡定啊？
Now, a note on this clip. This is not a motion camera that pans around the room on its own motor. This camera is actually attached to the playhouse door. So this back and forth motion means that the playhouse door is actually opening and closing. But it gets even weirder, because the camera repeatedly catches a little playtime mannequin head in the corner of the playhouse. and its hair seems to be lifted up by some unseen force, and then just suddenly drops back down. After this, Jessica has had about
你要是静电的话，也
enough.
不
She
该是
says
这样
that
子
she。took down the little playhouse,
太
but
奇怪
her
了。
daughter still sometimes says that she sees the quote-unquote scary guy back in their house.
这房子不能要了。
On March 6, 2015, Jennifer Grossbeck was
但
driving
是
home with her 18-month-old
这个
daughter
房子
Lily
左边也不
secured
知道是
in
什
her
么玩意
car
儿。
seat in the back. While driving along a lonely road in Utah, Jennifer lost control of her SUV and crashed off the side of a bridge, flipping her car upside down into the freezing water of the Spanish Fork River. Most of the car was submerged in the icy water, and tragically, Jennifer Grossbeck passed away almost instantly. However, luckily the car was positioned in a way that Jennifer's 18-month-old baby Lily was not plunged into the freezing water.
命这么大
The
吗？
baby was held in place in her car seat in the back. Many hours later, the car is spotted in the river, and emergency first responders arrive on the scene.
这视频很早了。
What have you got? What have you got?
But as the police and firemen approached the car, they heard something that they really can't explain.
We heard something saying, help us inside. And so it was at that point that we, said we have to get in that car now. And we all, the four of us, were able to push the car on its side. And that's when I looked inside and was able to see the child infant strapped in the back seat.
太神奇了，我操！太神奇了。
There, Brian. Pass her up. Pass her up.
还是说
Pass her up. Here, right here, right here. Go, 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 go.
还是说女司机没有当场死去世吗？还是怎么回事？
She's freezing. Here, go. Let's go.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, help me. Do you know who that was?
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, help me. That's why we responded saying, we're trying, we're going to get inside and help you. We're doing the best we can.
We're helping. We're coming.
It wasn't until after we flipped it that we saw the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time, and the child was in the back seat.
Even stranger. Although all four of the early responders said that they heard the strange, unexplained voice of a woman pleading for help,
也没必要说谎
the officers' body cameras did not pick up any voice at all.
Here, get over here, Beddoes. We're helping. We're coming.
哎，是不是在场人
Me,
都
it
听
was
见
plain
了？
as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, help me.
Jennifer Grossbeck's family believes that it was the voice of Jennifer's spirit, calling out from the great beyond to try to urge the emergency workers to hurry to save her baby daughter Lily.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She always wanted to bend over backwards for her loved ones. She loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team that was on the scene says that they simply can't explain what they heard.
We're helping. We're coming.
The Lambton House Seance. Paranormal enthusiast James White has a very spooky business. He professionally arranges and hosts seances in allegedly haunted and abandoned buildings in Toronto, Canada. James is hosting a seance at the historic Lambton House with a group of curious participants. The Lambton House is a former inn that was built in 1860, and it is said to be extremely haunted. Now James White and his group are about to witness something absolutely terrifying.
Okay. So Norman, someone in this room is trying to harm you?
这人在回头干嘛？
Is it a person? If so, give me a sign.
啥呀？有点盯真了，好吧。
Are they in this room? Is it a male?
吓我一跳！我操！
They hold it back. He like his chair tipped backward. Why did your chair tip back? I did not move it. Oh.
吓我一跳！这音乐吓我一跳，不是这画面吓我一跳。断了，椅子断了。
While in the middle of a seance, one participant is forcefully yanked backwards out of his chair by an unseen force.
力气这么大吗？
Is it a male?
The door behind me was open, and I had my partner sitting beside me, and we had the door, like the door was open behind us, and we thought we heard something back there, but nothing was there, so we turned, and I looked, and I saw nothing, so I turned my head back towards the group, like the circle, and we're all holding hands, and then all of a sudden I just felt like this force just come and pull me back, and it was like aggressive. It wasn't like calm, it was aggressive, like it was trying to kill me or something. I don't even know. My feet were like flat on the ground, I wasn't moving, I was holding hands with the people beside me, and it just pulled me. And it like felt like someone was coming up behind me, like standing up behind me as I'm sitting in the chair and like taking my shoulders and like pulling me towards
抓他肩膀，那他的肩膀上有痕迹吗？
Fellow participants and eyewitnesses from the seance took to Instagram to share their stories about the incident. One seance witness had this to say about the strange event. I sat across from him when this happened, and it was fantastic to see. Another witness
Fantastic!
says, I was there. Another epic seance with James White's seance. So did James White capture evidence of an unknown entity aggressively grabbing an innocent visitor at the Lambton house?
这不是很具攻击性吗？不是很恐怖吗？有点。
Is it a male?
Late one night in Mexico City, a concerned woman calls the local police saying that she hears strange, unexplained noises coming from her son's apartment just above her. The problem is, her son is out of town, and the apartment should be empty. The police quickly arrive on the scene, but they don't find anyone inside. No robber, no trespasser. However, the officers do hear strange noises like banging and a low murmur of voices. They are concerned that someone might be hiding inside the residence. So, the officers radio headquarters and asked that a nearby public CCTV camera be focused on the windows of the upstairs apartment. What the camera captures is downright chilling.
他自己身上的话，可能就不会用到 fantastic 了，就是害怕了 ，scary。啊！我操！有那种人形的倒影吗？ What the fuck, man？ 操，为什么是这样子的？操，有点抽象啊，看着。
The CCTV camera captures the ghostly figures of 3 children looking out the window as the police leave. The apartment building's longtime security guard claims that every 10 years this same strange phenomenon happens, and no one knows how or why. He says that no children have ever lived in that apartment, so he has no idea who or what this might be. To this day, the footage remains a mystery. Off the wall. Now this next clip is over 12 years old and was filmed with someone's phone pointed at a CCTV screen. So obviously it's complete potato quality, but the clip was so strange that I just had to include it in the list. Now this video was filmed in the Ciudadela Plaza in Guadalajara, Mexico. Through the years, many workers and shoppers at the plaza claim to have experienced strange, unexplained events. Workers say that they often hear a child running and playing in the dead of night, and many shoppers claim to have seen a little boy who then vanished right before their eyes. So late one night, after closing, security guards at the plaza spot a lone little boy running through the back hallways, all alone. Some plaza workers are reviewing the footage, and they are shocked by what they see.
这是小男孩，我看你还看见他影子对吧？然后呢？他直接 穿过了这个墙。
The little boy seems to disappear right
消
through
失
a
了
closed and locked door in
啊！
one
我
of the
操！
hallways.
但是有一说一，
Perhaps even right through the
这个视
actual
频很糊
wall.
啊。
A security guard is dispatched to go find the little boy, and things get even creepier.
¿Te fijas? No, ahí se va a meter, espérate.
有点没看明白，但是他这个让我有点想那个石之海那个安布里欧啊，他就经常这个在这个幽灵房间里面出入，在幽灵房间里面长大，在监狱中的幽灵房间长大，他不会啊，但是。 这是漫画照进现实吗？我操！
unlocks the door and goes in, but finds no one inside the locked room. But the plaza workers watch in disbelief as the little boy's head appears again right beside the guard. And he seems to be peeking right out of the actual wall above the man's head. So could this be the little boy ghost that plaza shoppers claim to see? Let me know what you think. Intruders. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. But not long after, as she is recording herself practicing a new dance routine, something happens that is truly terrifying.
看见啥了？入侵者。
Remember? We're friends.
No, I don't remember. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
我操！哎，为啥门自己开了？
Luckily, Jeanette escapes unharmed. She calls the police and they check her apartment, but the intruder is no longer there. Jeanette says that the man was never caught. But it gets even weirder, because after Jeanette uploaded the video of her frightening experience, observant viewers notice something very strange. As Jeanette is fleeing her apartment, something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like I don't know.
并不是这个很对齐啊，可能。
Yeah. It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind pushed it or anything. I think someone actually. Or something. No.
So now let's cut ahead to a few days later. Jeanette and her friend are unboxing some of her belongings as she continues to move into her new apartment. But her friend sees something that gives her the chills.
What? There's someone in here.
看到一个男人。
You saw a man in my bedroom?
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
No.
Jeanette's friend says that she saw a man just standing in the bedroom. But now, the man is gone. A few days later, and again Jeanette hears some strange noises from somewhere in her apartment. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
Bang 了一声。 拿起那个喷雾啊，喷雾。
Jeanette considers running out the front door, but instead she rushes into her nearby bedroom and grabs her pepper spray. But as she turns around, her blood runs cold as she sees something slowly make a deep imprint on her mattress, almost as if some spirit actually sits down on her bed. As she runs out of the room in fear, she turns, and the imprint on the bed is gone. Jeanette says that she is now terrified of the weird things going on in her new apartment. She says that friends have been staying with her until she can decide just what to do. Witchboard. A woman is doing a solo investigation of a haunted house and is using a Ouija board to contact a spirit named Brenda that she believes inhabits the home. But as she conducts her Ouija board session, she begins to suspect that she might be in contact with something much more sinister.
Am I dealing, or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Oh my god.
你可不能离手哦。
Who am I communicating? I'm losing my. Who am I communicating with through this board?
流鼻血了，好像。对，打码了，你看。
My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god. The demon it's trying to say. I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now. The board is moving.
最近吃。
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
那不行啊。
She hears a strange sound from the floor buffer and her nose starts to bleed. But still, she decides to continue her session. Suddenly, the Ouija board flies off the table, and finally, she decides that she has had about enough, and she just gets out of there. Night call. Late one night in Pueblo, Colorado, an emergency call comes into the 911 dispatch center. But whoever made the call hangs up almost immediately. The 911 operators trace the call and find that it came from Imperial Memorial Gardens. Well, the weird thing is, Imperial Memorial Gardens is a funeral home, surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery. And it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should be there. Now, as standard procedure, the 911 emergency operators call the funeral home back to make sure everything is okay. And someone answers the phone. This is what the 911 operators hear.
911, this is Erica. How can I help you? Hello?
奇怪的声音啊！我操！
Hello?
What the fuck?
There's a lot of static and a quiet male voice seems to say something a few times, but then the call just goes silent. Again, as part of standard procedure, the emergency operators send the police to check out the old funeral home. But when the officers arrive, they find the funeral home locked up and all the lights are off. No one's there. Now, I tried to clean up the call audio as much as possible, but there's just not much there.
Hello? Hello?
帮助 Help 是吗
So, just who made this call? And what do you think they might be saying? A short stay.
哎，我怎么感觉他那个联系电话只是个摆设一样？
in his van in some strange and sometimes very dangerous locations across the UK. In this video, Brendan decided to camp overnight in the coastal village of Jaywick in Essex, England. Now, amongst other things, Jaywick is known as one of Britain's
顶包的
poorest
电话吗？可以理解
towns
为
and has a very high crime rate. In other words, it's not really the best place to be camping overnight in a van.
他们挂着不说话
That
可能
doesn't
远处
stop
正在放着
Brendan.
电
A
视什
little
么之类
town
的，
in
有可能
England
是这样。
called Jaywick, coined as one of the most deprived towns in the UK. And I thought, as soon as I'm in the area, I just have to go and see it.
Brendan searches around and eventually finds a place to set up camp that is just outside of town and kind of in the middle of nowhere.
This'll do me.
这地方不错吗？
I'm alone, but
这是个好主意吗？
I mean, there's no other houses around me, so it's not as if I'm alone in a housing estate.
Brendan sets up his bed in the van and lies down for a night's sleep. But around 2:30 in the morning, things take a terrifying turn.
I think someone's outside the van. Let's do.
灯有人在照啊，有人正在拉这个门把手。
Right, whoever the that was has now gone.
把他的那个玻璃给砸了啊！
I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
虽然之前有看过，想偷东西没毛病。地方确实穷，犯罪也高，拾荒者多。
Someone with a flashlight skulks around outside Brendan's van, trying the door handles, before smashing the window to get inside. Luckily, Brendan yells and sends the intruder running. He then hops in the driver's seat and just gets out of there. Brendan makes it out safe, but obviously is very shaken up by the whole ordeal. He decides to not only leave the town of Jaywick, but to drive all night, 3.5 hours, all the way back to his home.
I just, quite frankly, just wanted to
一路
go
回到
home.
总基
I
地
was
是吧？
really, yeah.
回家
I wasn't in a good mind space. After cleaning a little bit of broken glass
在那个
from
地
my
方露营
driver's seat and the dashboard, you'd be
这不是
surprised
一
how
个好
far
主意
glass
啊。
goes when it smashes. I've been finding little bits everywhere, but the van was in no fit state to continue camping in, and nor was my headspace, should we say. So I made the long journey back home. I think it was a good 3.5 hour drive
没毛
back to
病
my
啊，当前
house in
条件已
Shrewsbury.
经不适合
Got
那个
there
露营
just
了，
before
因为车
sunrise.
窗被开了。
Not a pleasant drive, to say the least.
Despite this frightening encounter, Brendan still
他是
goes
右舵不是
camping in
左
his
舵的，
van
他是
and
敲了那
posts his
个
adventures over on his
左
YouTube
边那个车
channel,
窗啊，
Brendan Explores.
副驾驶
St.
车窗。
Andrew's Church. Stealth camper Chris from the YouTube channel Blot Outdoors Show sets out with his friend Mick on an overnight adventure to the abandoned St. Andrew's Church in Consett, England. The church was built in
在教堂里面过夜吗？
1769, and it's been abandoned
这
for
教堂
nearly
很
50
小啊。
years.
We're going to do a stealth camp right next to this old,
废弃。
spooky, abandoned church. It's been abandoned since like the 1970s.
Now, it should be mentioned that Chris is not a ghost hunter, nor has he ever uploaded any videos related to the paranormal. In fact, he says he's a skeptic and doesn't really get spooked by that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm very skeptical and that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to try and condingo or use mandingos, if you know what I'm talking about.
Now, to make this even creepier, the church is surrounded by an old graveyard. So Chris and Mick set up their tent amongst the graves and relax. Soon it gets dark, and then the two guys decide to take a peek inside the old church.
我操！这样
There
真
we
的
go,
好吗？
folks.
有点硬核啊，在墓地周边硬核是真不挑地啊！我操！
Well, like I say, I'm not scared, and I'm not one of these people that get to shiver up the spine at things like this. To me, it's not spooky, but we'll still have a look around.
这哥们儿是不是有点 O 型腿啊？
Like I say, guys, it's been abandoned since the 1970s. Obviously, they must leave the door open now and again.
我操 ！Holy shit! Fuck!
I'm out of here. Sorry, guys. What the f was that?
我操
Oh, I think Mick's filled his pants. I get skinny my dinners only be done these. I think Mick's got a lug of a jugger in his only padandies. You know what I mean? Like, nice big hole. That's the fastest I've ever seen you run.
The two friends hear a loud bang that spooks them enough that they need a refreshing cold beverage in the graveyard. But after a bit of cold beverages, Chris is able to convince his friend Mick to go back inside the old creepy church once more. It did not go well.
He's not happy about this, but I've convinced Mick to have one more look inside this so-called haunted church. Go on then, Schmick.
可有壮胆了是吧？
Well then. Oh well, I'll go first. Right, Mick, you follow me. I think the first time we came in, I think we just let our imaginations run away with ourselves, which is easy when you're in the pitch black and you're having a few. Just leave that door open, Mick. I mean, I can see why people come here, Mick, and do the old spooky, ghostly tours and look for the paranormal readings and stuff like that. It's not my kind of thing. My kind of thing is sitting in a tent and getting mangled, spangled, and totally grim crankled. But each to their own, wherever your hobby is. Let's have a look over here, Schmick.
我操！你没看见了吗？在那头不远处好像有个人影吗？黑影在那边。我操！真的假的？
Oh, here we go. We've got a photograph of young Chris here. Oh, sorry, guys. It's not young Chris. Apologies. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ 啊，荆棘皇冠。
Yeah, milky buttons. What?
又来。
What the?
在右边发出来的。没看见了吗
？Mix
我觉得你没看见了。那啥呀？
Ooh, shut that door.
恶作剧吗
What
the fuck?
Right, guys. Oh, I'm not one of these.
然后外面，然后出门就是墓地，哎，
twice we've been
不知道该
in
说
there,
啥。
and twice I've heard about. I think Mick's. I think.
我在想他们上手该怎么搞。
Mick's dropped his guts. I think he's filled his pants. It's alright, Mick. I've got some baby wipes in my bag.
吓尿了。
That was proper dodgy, that like.
Another loud bang echoes through the church, and the two campers have had about enough. They spend the night outside in their tent and don't go back into the church for the rest of the night.
Good night, guys.
But, did you see it? Chris and Mick are completely unaware of the dark, shadow-like figure peering out at them from behind a doorway. That is, until their loyal viewers point it out to them in the video comment section. Now again, Chris and Mick are not ghost hunters, nor are they interested in ever making videos about the paranormal. So just who or what is this? You can watch this entire stealth camping adventure over on the YouTube channel, Blot Outdoors Show.
Hiya! Hiya! Hi, Monday goes?
You alright?
Alright!
Yeah!
The Last Passenger. Japanese explorer Kei from YouTube's Chicken Ball channel travels to the old coal mining village of Yubari, hidden away in the remote countryside of Japan. Back in 1985, a disastrous gas explosion in the local mine tragically claimed the lives of 62 people. Today, the village is nearly deserted. To preserve the city's history, the local government built a museum and preserved the old railway station, along with passenger trains, wedge plows, and coal cars. The old train is said to be extremely haunted by victims of the tragic coal mine explosion. Now it's already getting late when Explorer K arrives at the old preserved train station. His goal is to investigate whether any spirits of the deceased are left wandering the trains.
でこれ
所以这就是
当時の
火车站，对吧？
これが駅で
这就是
ホームだったんですね。
然后这个平台这个时候
開いてる。
它是开着的。
本当に開いてますね。
真的开着。
古い車両となってますが。
这是一个非常冷的火车。咱们关一下。
Kay sets up his cameras and sits in silence as he listens for anything out of the ordinary. That's when things take a creepy turn.
何この音？
没搞懂啊，这声音有点怪，你知道吧？声音怎么回事？啊？其实感觉头一声有点像是后期配的。声音，有点怪，声音，不知道怎么回事。
歩く音。
脚步声。
The explorer hears bizarre sounds coming from the train car as something seems to get closer and closer. Freaked out by the creepy activity, Kay eventually decides to just go home. But when he uploads his footage to YouTube, he realizes that he caught something on camera that he didn't even realize. His eagle-eyed viewers spot something downright chilling.
戻って定点カメラだけ一応ね検証という形で
带着这个静态相机来看一下啊。
じゃあ定点カメラの方で。
我们来查看一下带这个静态相机啊。
まあそういうスポットではないということで。
我不懂，这是一个非常活跃的地。
何かが映るような。
我不觉得在相机里面捕捉到什么东西。刚才是有出现过什么东西吗？我没注意啊。什么？怎么回事啊？
音するな。いや、定点をセットしたいと思います。
我们去拿一下这个静态相机。
Did you see it? As Kay walks through the train car, someone can be seen seated on the right side. But when the explorer hears a sound and turns around, there's no one there. Watching the footage back, there was also no one there when he first walked through the train. Kay is completely alone. So, just who or what is this? You can watch this full exploration over on the YouTube channel.
工具人发出来的声音，我操！